Everybody, I'm Tim from Tim for Rich Gifts. So in this video, it's going to be a real quick DIY on how to make ice candles. It's a real quick, fun, and easy project you can do at home with your kids using nothing more than just simple supplies you can buy at your local Dollar Tree or department store. So let's talk about the supplies we're going to need. You're going to need some type of container. Milk carton's the easiest thing to come by. Anything that kind of serves as a cup. Just whatever cheap paraffin candles you can find. Crayons. And of course ice. That's really all you need. Let's head back over to the workbench and show you how to put all this together. Okay, so the way an ice candle works, basically we're going to take this, we're going to call this our core candle. We're going to put it in the middle. When it comes time, we're going to pack ice all around that so that it stands up on its own. We'll set that aside for now. Next step is to melt down our cheap wax candles. You can just break them up and throw them in your melting pot. If you don't have that, you can use a double boiler on the stove. Just break them up into small pieces so they melt faster. Don't worry about the wicks that are in them right now. Once that all melts down, we can fish those out. So we've got our candles melted down. Now the wicks are just floating around in there. We can just take a fork and just clean those out and get ready to move on to the next step. Okay, so now's where we add our color. You can do it in your original pot that you melted in. I'm going to be doing two different candles, so I moved it into two different pouring pitchers. Basically, we're just going to take our candles, or our crayons. We've got the paper ripped off of them. We're just going to break them up and drip them in, or drop them in. So at this point, the wax is about 200 degrees. So if you are doing this as a project with little ones, you want to keep little hands away from it at this point. Alright, so we'll set those aside for now. Now we'll get our containers ready. It's real simple. We just take our container, put our core candle in the middle, then just form the ice around it so it stands up nice and even and level. You want to use bigger chunks of wax. Found that the crushed wax is going to just melt and just it's going to turn it kind of a big old mess on you. So the bigger the ice cubes, the better it's going to turn out. Okay, so here's what our containers are going to look like. You've got your core candle packed in ice. We've got our wax all melted down, ready to go with our crayons in it. Now we're just going to pour it over the top of it. It's still probably about 180, 190 degrees, so you still want to watch the little ones around this. Nice even pour to the top. And we'll do the same thing with the green round one. Now you'll notice that I'm not giving any type of measurements. There's really no way to give an exact measurement. Everybody's going to have a different type of container. Everybody's going to use different kinds of ice. So there's not going to be an exact size to give everybody. Best bet is just kind of overdo it. You can see I've got a little bit more than I needed there. Everything that I've used in the video so far I got at the Dollar Tree, less than $7 I think, so it's not a real expensive project to do. So if you end up with a little bit of waste, it's no big deal. So now we're just going to let these cool. The great thing about these is they are packed with ice, so they're going to cool rather quickly. So if you've got little ones that are impatient, it's not going to take much longer before these are ready to take out of the molds and use. Okay, so these are just about ready to come out of there. You can hear a lot of the wax, or a lot of the ice is already melted. So now we're just going to take them down to the kitchen sink. Go ahead and take them out. We'll just leave them over the sink. We'll just leave them in the sink until all the ice melts. Once all the ice melts, we'll let them dry just a tiny bit, and they're ready to go. Right, and there's our finished product. You can see once the ice melted away, it left these neat little cavities all the way through it. Now the way this is going to work, the core candle is basically all that's going to burn. Some of the surrounding wax will melt and burn with it. But basically the core candle is going to burn all the way down. It's going to kind of tunnel down through. And once it gets about halfway down, you'll be able to see the flame through the sides. It's going to give like a nice glow and give an even cooler effect to the little cavities that we have. But there you have it. Nice, fun, easy DIY project you can do at home with your kids. Didn't take long, didn't cost a lot of money. It's a lot of fun to do. So thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and keep checking out those videos. Thanks, y'all.